Hello YouTube, it's your girl Tajay back again with another video. And today I'm here with a very extremely special guest, my grandpa, Paw.
What's up?
So today, as you see in the title, I'm going to be interviewing, stop doing the most right now. I'm going to be interviewing y'all grandpa. So the questions are not in any specific order. I Googled some of these questions. Okay.
This is Tiny.
Yes,
a new
this is
addition
Tiny.
to the household.
Exactly. And she be doing the most. So, question number 1. What was my mom like as a child, and was it hard raising her?
To be truthful,
Yes. Only truthful.
well, your mama was kind of high spirited. She's oh yeah, your mama. I'm thinking about somebody else. But anyway, Debbie,
Oh, okay.
that was
My grandma?
oh, that was your mother.
My mom.
Yeah. Oh, Casey, your mom. I'm thinking about Debbie. I'm talking
Well, I
about
was
your
gonna ask you
grandmother.
about both either
Now,
way.
okay, all right. Well, we do it. She want to talk about her mom. That's Casey. Casey was she was not that good. No, get that.
What if it's important?
No. But anyway, like I said, her mama was kind of, she's kind of wild when she was younger, when she was a kid going to school. She's really wild. She was hard to control. She liked to run away and all that stuff, and she just wouldn't want to stay home. She wanted just. She ended up going to Washington School.
The one I went to? Washington Middle School? In Pasadena?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Casey. Yeah,
That's where I
Casey.
went.
Yeah, she went to Washington School on the Hill, and I mean, I love her to death. She's my child, but she's just so involved in everything else but trying to do the right thing. She ran away from us, and me and Stephanie. She ran away, and constantly she wanted to end up. She just ended up wild. I took her. I brought her up. I lived in Oakland for about 2 years. She came up there, got her in school and all like that, and she just went boy crazy. So she ran away from me, from Oakland, went back down to Pasadena, stayed with her mama. So then she had four siblings, Elijah,
Yep.
Muffy,
And Q.
and Q.
Yep.
That's 4, right?
That is.
Then she had 4. We end up after she had her kids, me and Stephanie end up taking care of all of them, bringing them all up, except for
Q.
except for Q. Q ended up with
brother.
my son,
Colvin.
Coven. Ended up with Coven.
Yeah.
Coven. Yeah, for a couple years. So, but Casey, she was she's kind of wild. Did I say everything?
No, you can say that's enough.
I can say, I know, but is there other things that I say?
No, you have to.
Don't say that.
You can only say what you want to.
Oh, okay. But anyway, I love this. She's right now. She's kind of lost.
Yeah,
She's
I've talked
kinda
about
lost.
that too.
Yeah,
for like
she's
months.
lost right now. She's still trying to find her way, but I'm hoping that
Yeah.
it's never too late to find your way. So I hope
Right.
she does that. And that's all I have to say about my daughter.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love her to death though, but
Yeah, we
she's
love
hard
Mom.
to handle.
Okay. Second question. What is your favorite memory about Nana?
My favorite thing, my mother.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I love my mom to death. See, we used to, when she was able to walk and all like that, see, there's only one place she knew where to come. And that's to the Jackie Robinson Center.
No, for real.
Yeah, she could walk us in that Jackie Robinson Center. I ended up taking care of her for 11 years. Me and my mama used to go to the senior nights out. We used to
Y'all
dance. We used to
did.
party. Well, we don't know how we used to party. Love her to death. And then she got this about 7, 8 years after she was with me. See, I had to take care of her. You know, she got bedridden, but she was a bundle of fun.
She was.
Yeah, see,
And she
it
was
don't matter.
smiling
Yeah, she smiles
all the time.
Oh man, but she was well loved by everybody.
Very
my
much.
my mother had a soul of gold. I mean, when she was with me, Aunt Jean and Linda came over to visit her when she was bedridden for a while. But you know, it was a sad thing when my mother passed away April 4th, 2020.
Pandemic.
You know, so see, she lived a beautiful life. See, but she was a runner. When she was walk, she had Alzheimer's. When she got away from me, she got away. I had to call the police a couple of times to find her, but she was all right. She was all right. So, but my mother was a great person. Everybody loved her to death.
Yeah. You know, even sometimes when I would watch her at my mom's house
Uh-huh.
and she would go, like if I go to the bathroom real quick and she'll be gone when I come back.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you would tell my mom that Nana had went somewhere, she wouldn't tell me because I would start panicking. But okay, next question. How did you meet my mom?
How did I meet your mom?
Yeah. How did you meet Stephanie?
Stephanie.
Yes.
Oh, you talking? Oh, me and Stephanie we was childhood sweethearts.
Oh,
I met
really?
her. I met her when I was going to Washington school.
Y'all went to Washington too?
No, PHS.
Oh.
I met her at PHS. But before, actually I met her before that. Me and her was dating when I was about 15, 16.
Oh
You
yeah,
know.
y'all was kids.
Yeah, we was kids. She lived in the King's Manor at the
Still?
time. Yeah, she's in the King's Manor. Her and Sharon.
I grew up there.
Her and Sharon, her sister. Sharon went with Lance for a while. My cousin Lance.
I kept hearing Lance, but I never knew who it was.
Yeah,
but I
she
always
went
heard
with
that name.
Lance, and me and Stephanie, we ended up getting married. I went to service.
Mm-hmm.
Came home on leave one day, and had Dwayne.
That's their first son.
That's the first son. So me, her,
Uncle Dwayne.
grandma, mother-in-law dear, and my mother, we all rode to Vegas. We got married, and me and her stood together for a long time. But I have to say, I wasn't the perfect husband. I wasn't. I mean, I know I wasn't. I was young, and I went to service. I went to service at when I was I went to serve when I was in 73. We got married. We got married in 74.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we got married in 74, and then we had. She was pregnant then when I came back on service. So me and her, I moved to Oakland. Me and her moved to Oakland, and like I said, I wasn't the perfect husband. You know, I slipped and slided around. You know, but we stayed together for 35 years.
Wow, I never knew that.
I mean, but then even then, after we separated, we were still together. I mean, we wasn't, really together, but we was together. Whatever she wanted, I gave her. Whatever I asked for, she gave it. She had a key to my car. So whenever she needed a car, she can come get the car. Me and her we was all right. I took the doctor and all like that. But then she passed
In 2016.
2016.
August, yep.
Yeah, that was a real sad day. Stephanie was the type where, like my cousin Melanie, she brung everybody together, and we had a little fiesta. Everybody ended up going to Stephanie's house.
Yep. Every time.
For occasions, stuff like that, So me and her had a good life. We had a good life. We had a good life. We separated on very, very good terms.
You know what? And I always said that, like when I would talk to, when you get close to your friends, I'll tell my friends about my life. I would always say my grandma and my grandpa was not together, but they was like best friends still.
Yeah, we was best friends.
Yeah, you always best friends, and I love that.
Yeah, we was best friends.
I love that.
Yeah,
Okay.
there wasn't nothing I wouldn't do for her. I used to go over her house in the morning, And I got so tired of going over there and couldn't see no TV. I said, wait, nah, this ain't happening. So I went and bought her a flat screen TV and hung it on the wall. And I was good. So that's before I went to work and I stopped over there. So
Papa would come over every morning before I went to school, and he would be like, "Y'all got some coffee?"
Yeah.
Or y'all got some.
Yeah.
And, but he would knock on the door super loud, and my mom would get mad because he was always banging on the door like the police. And he would come in, he would be like, "Good morning," and be super loud. Early in the morning. With a big smile.
Yeah.
But I loved it. It was great.
It was good.
Okay, next question. Do you remember the household that you grew up in, and how was it for you and your siblings?
Oh yeah, the household that I grew up in, I stayed with my mother until I got 18, 19. We had a house. That's when I went into service. Me and Stephanie lived with my mother for a minute or two, and then we got our own place. But living with moms, see, my school day was tough. They had to come. My mother had to come to your PHS because they suspended me for having a knife. I wasn't gonna do it. I just had to have one.
I didn't want to do that with
Mom
just in case.
got me my first car when I was in high school.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you that too. What kind of car is it?
It was a Mustang, fastback.
Oh, I used to want one of those too.
Fastback. Yeah, I was a clown. Yeah,
You had a-
I had a good time. Me and mom. I don't think mom never whooped us that much. That I can think of. It was always her boyfriend that whooped us.
Oh,
we ran from
dang
him.
it.
We ran from him. His name was Billy. So so me and mom. I've been, every summer my mother sent us, all three of us, to Chucky, Larry, and me to Oakland to go stay with our grandmother. And father was up there. We stayed up there this summer, and then after the summer we come back home. Mom sent us really to go get some school clothes. Y'all go out there, y'all.
Come back with some
with school clothes.
Y'all went school
Yeah,
shopping
we
in
always
Oakland.
rode the Greyhound double decker. We love the double decker.
Oh, I always wanted to get on one of those. I've never been on one.
It's fun. It was fun.
Shoot.
Yeah, so it was.
The
Well, this
double-decker
me and
bus.
mom it was a good time. Me and mom, yeah, we had a good time.
Okay, next question. Was it hard growing up with your siblings? Like, did you guys get along?
Oh yeah, we all got along.
Oh, really?
The only problem I had with Chucky was he always hit me in my arm. Constantly hit me in my arm. I had a red bump in my arm all the time because he hit me right there. But we got along real good. Chucky was quiet.
Okay.
Chucky, he's always by himself. He's draw. He was a drawer. He let
Chucky's
you
the
draw.
oldest, right?
Yes, he's the oldest.
Okay.
So he always drew everything, cartoons, airplanes, and so he went. After a while, when he got older, he went into service.
Wow.
Yeah, he went to Marine Corps. He went to Marine Corps. He went to Marine Corps first. Stayed there. Then went to the Army. Got out and went to the Army. He retired from the service.
So he liked it.
Oh yeah, he liked it. And that's when me, Lance, and a couple of my friends, we all went to the Marine Corps.
Dang.
Went on the buddy system. So
That's
yeah. And Larry, I don't know, Larry. I guess Larry. Larry was just Larry. He was the middle. He was the small, the little one. So we all played except for Chucky. Chucky never played with us. He never go. He always go home. He was a smart one. He stayed at home, didn't get in no trouble. We always was in trouble. We was doing something in the streets. Yeah, but one thing I gotta say in life: never ever feel bad about what you do in life, because if you do that, all you're gonna do is keep spiraling down, down, down. But just don't keep a mindset that nothing remains the same.
Okay.
If you let it, you can always overcome all the things that you're going through in life that you was doing and all like that. Just don't get mad about what you do, because if you do that, you're never gonna come up. You're never gonna survive in this world.
Okay.
Never ever feel bad about what you do. Because I did a lot of crazy stuff. I admit I used to do drugs. I did drugs. I did cocaine. I tried. I used to do bennies. I tried. Well, when I was in service, I did paper acid one time. That was it. Party was over. I couldn't do that. I said, no.
He said party was over.
Yeah,
with.
party's over. It took me actually, tell you the truth, it took me 40 years to grow up.
I just got a scam call. They tried to get me.
Okay. Well, like I said, you know, all my, yeah, I just all I got to say about that. You know, just respect yourself and respect others.
Okay.
Do unto others as you want them to do unto you.
Heard that. Okay. Next question. Who was your childhood best friend growing up, and do you still have communication with them?
Well, my best friend that, when I got out to service, I had no best friends before I went to service. There was no best friends. All of them was doing stuff that I was doing. That's no friend.
Okay, yeah.
When I was in the service, I had two best friends. I was in the Marine Corps in '73. It was Bigelow and Kid Corey. Those my two buddies right there. We hung together. But those I had no. To me, there's no such thing as a best friend. There's no such thing as best friend.
Okay.
Because best friends normally would, well, the people I hung around normally want you to do for them. Mm-hmm. But when the time comes to flip, ain't no happiness.
Okay. Yeah.
That's part of life. Because there's no, you can have friends, but everybody has their own life to live. Everybody moves on.
Right.
So, but I have to say I had one best friend, and she was her name was Bettina. Mm-hmm. And I've been knowing her for forever. Ever since I worked at Jackie Robinson for 11, I've been knowing her forever. But she's still my best friend, but I'm ashamed to see her because something happened maybe about this year, about 3 or 4 months ago with my son. I go over and I work for All the Time Counselor. I took him with, did I say that?
You can say whatever you want.
Oh, so I took my son with me, and he's in the trend where I was when I was younger about doing drugs, and he did something terrible that made me feel bad to even talk to Patina anymore. Mm-hmm. I should call her and all like that, but I just feel so sad because he took something from her.
Yeah.
And that hurt my heart and then I know another person who said something about it to her, and I know the girl. We all said they thought I had something to do, and I would never take nothing from nobody.
Right.
Not like what he did. He did something really terrible. But that's all I have to say about that. That's the only best friend that I had ever.
Bettina.
Was Bettina. And I love her to death. She actually saved me. Because if it wasn't for her, she worked at Jackie Robinson too, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in right now because she helped me she knew somebody who helped me get my first car. New car. So, and she helped me out in so many ways. If I ever needed something, I got a jam. She was right there for. She is the nicest person in the world. Nobody should ever mess with her because she's a heart. She'll help. If she see a dog on the street look like her, she will stop. Take the dog to the dog pound. Or to a doctor or something. She'll do that. She's just that type of person. But I love her to death, and I hate our relationship has been hindered by my son. Okay.
What was your first job, and what was the pay rate at your first job? How much did you get paid?
My first job was I went in service. I have never worked.
Really?
I was young. I went there when I was 18. I never worked.
Oh, yeah,
I never had a job.
Okay.
I never had a job until I got out to service. When I got out to service, my first job was I went to school, back to school. And I went to PCC. And at that time, in 75, I ended up doing security. And then I had my own business, my own security company with the jewelry store. And I hired Stephanie's brother, Michael. He worked for me.
Okay.
Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah, I was gonna say I never got to meet Michael.
Yeah, he passed away. So, and then after that, that back in those days when I was going to school and all that stuff, I was armed and stuff. I was still doing drugs. You know, I ended up losing that job. I ended up losing that job. But after I went back to school and did plumbing. I went to plumbing. I did plumbing. That was my first actual job. Went to school, got a job doing plumbing.
What was your pay?
My pay was, I think it was about $6.
Okay.
$6 an hour, something like that. So you know, it wasn't. It was terrible. Well, it was good. $6 back in those days was good because you could survive back in those days with that pay. So
I was gonna ask you
know,
that too.
yeah, you could survive. You know, everything is that's the way it was back in those days. Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna ask you this, but I feel like you kind of already answered this.
What is
it? Was who was your first love?
Oh, my first love was Stephanie.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's what.
Yeah,
I was
that's the first
your
girlfriend I really had was Stephanie.
Okay.
See, when we lived on Summit, on Pepper. We lived on Pepper. That was down the hill from the church.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Me and her, when we was going together, I had to put on a baby suit.
What kind of baby suit?
Baby suit, top box. You gonna put this on? Let me see what you look like. Yeah, so that she was my first girlfriend.
Okay.
That's the real girlfriend. You know, there's other ones, but she was my first one. That's the one I married. So that's that. Yeah.
Period.
That period. Yeah.
Okay, next question. How did you choose your children's names?
I didn't. She did.
Oh, all of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She named them. Yeah. When she had Dwayne, she had Dwayne when I was in the service.
Right.
And they talking about they wasn't gonna let me go to the hospital. I went AWOL.
Wait.
I caught the bus.
Isn't his real name Kenneth too?
Yeah, his name Kenneth.
Period.
Yeah, so I AWOL from the service and went and got to the hospital and mother-in-law there. My mother was there, you know. So I after I seen the baby and all like that, I went back. Nothing happened. I said, look here, I'm going to see my wife. She's had a baby.
Period.
So forget that.
I'm out.
Yeah, had a lieutenant named Lackowitz.
I don't like that name.
Yeah, his name was like Lieutenant Lackowitz. That was it, I remember. He was a white dude.
Yeah, that sounds like a white thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's that one.
Okay. Oh well, you kind of answered this too. But how was your relationship with your parents? So your mom and your dad.
Oh, it was great. I mean, it was great. I mean, it was the best mother and father that I feel I could make. Even though they were separated, I mean, me and Pops got along real good.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, me and Pops get along. He was alcoholic, but we got along real good. He stayed with his mama. So you know, up in Oakland, so that's where we go every summer up there. You know.
Okay. Okay. What is something that you would tell your younger self now?
If I knew what I know now, I would have me a house. I wouldn't be doing I wouldn't have did no drugs. I went to school. I don't know about learning too much at school, but I would have went to school.
Yeah.
You know, and I would probably and I definitely would have went to service, because service is a good experience when it's not war.
Okay.
It's a learning experience. You come together as a human person. You know, because, you know, out here ain't nobody. All these big old companies they got going on, they out to scam you. It's a joke. It's all about what the company can make, not what they can do for the people.
Right.
So,
that's true.
Yeah, so that's all that is.
Okay. So what is your ultimate favorite song of all time?
My ultimate favorite song is I just heard it. Brandy.
What? It's
Brandy, that's
song?
right.
Okay.
Yeah, Brandy, that's right. Sitting by the open fireplace.
That's what it's called?
Yeah, no, it's called Brandy, but sitting by an open fire, that's a song.
Oh. Okay.
And my favorite dungarees.
Sitting by the open, I'm writing that down.
Yeah, sitting
I gotta
my
hear
favorite dungarees. Yeah.
Brandy, sitting by the fireplace. Okay, next question. Why did you choose to go into service?
Well, that's a real interesting story.
Excellent.
When I was living in Oakland, I don't know if I ain't gonna say what I did,
okay.
but the judge told me either you go on the service or you go to jail.
Okay.
I said, well, here I go. And then when I took the test, first I tried the Navy. Oh, that test was too hard for me. So I went and took the test for the Marine Corps. Well, that test was hard for me, but I was sitting next to a very smart white boy. I was, oh yeah,
Get them answers.
and I passed and I went to service. So it was a must go for me, which I'm glad it happened like that. I mean, I don't glad it happened like that, but I'm glad it made me go in the right direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I ain't killed nobody or nothing like that. So it ain't no. It's just a crime I did. Me and a couple buddies. But anyway, that's how I ended up going in the service.
Okay, question. I was going to say 22, but we're not on 22. Do you think the world has gotten better or worse since you were my age?
It done got worse. I mean, this world ain't gonna get no better. Ain't no way in the world. Everybody say think positive, think positive. You got to be kidding me. You better come to reality. Everything's going up. There's more homeless in the world than there's people living.
Right.
Because I mean, even people who's at minimum wage, it's hard.
Yeah.
And if it's hard for somebody minimum wage, just think what somebody poor on the streets is.
Yeah.
It's hard for them to survive. But the people on the streets, that's their norm. They can't get out of it. And the country keep trying to say, well, we're gonna build these. The only thing they building is people's pockets, who they give the money to build it for the homeless.
Yeah.
They putting that in their pocket. Literally. I mean, like she said, it's terrible. This world is bad. This world is bad. I mean, all presidents of the United States, they can't do nothing. They don't run nothing. The government, the politicians run it. Congress, they run the world, and the people and the rich people who got all the transportation, gas, light, all that stuff. They run this country. The one that got, because if it wasn't for them, there wouldn't be no country. So that's all that is. This world is bad. It's bad.
It's just getting worse.
Yeah, and they gonna get no better either. They ain't getting no better.
Okay. What is the toughest choice that you've ever had to make in your life?
The toughest choice I had to do in making my life. Become a man.
That was a good
Become a person with responsibility. Realize what's happening in life and realize what I have to do. If you don't do what you need to do, you will not survive in this world. You can't. Ain't no way. Because it's hard. If you got to fight drugs, you got to fight the police, you got to be able to get you a job, stick with it, and know what's right and wrong. Even though you can do what you do and you know it's wrong, but you got to realize what you got to do right. So you got to grow up early. When you get 16, you better start thinking about getting a job. Because jobs are you're gonna get more money later on in life nowadays because they bringing up the money, but that's not a solution, because every time you get a raise, something will go up.
Yeah,
so you're not winning.
Yeah.
You're losing. That's why the world is going out in the handbag.
Like
because,
a rat race.
Yeah, every time you see a way that you're gonna get some money, the government gonna give you a raise, the other ain't gonna take it from you.
Yep.
That's right.
Man. So I kind of asked you this question also, but I'm gonna ask it in a different way. So I asked you how it was like for you growing up, but now I'm gonna ask you how was it like for you growing up as a black man?
Well, growing up as a black man, I came up when the police can do anything they want. It was hard growing up. But it was easy. It was easy because I went in service. Now, if I'd have stayed on the streets, it would have been hard. I'd have ended up in jail or something like that on drugs. Kept doing drugs. But it's not easy for a black man in this world to make it, because the government is not. He's gonna give you 3 steps and he's gonna take 4 back from you. Because you can't. It's hard to get ahead in this world. I mean, they talk about education, but all the jobs are. It's hard to keep a job
Yeah.
because
No.
it always you're dealing with people. I used to do Lyft for 5 years. I lost my job because of what people say. And you can lose a job by, I mean, they can lie, they can say anything they want, and you'll lose your job. And like the job, okay. For instance, what job? There's a job that nobody ever thought would ever close up, and you know what job that is?
What?
Hospitals. The older hospitals get, they'll close the hospital. They did it in Pasadena,
I didn't even
on
know that.
Washington. That was a hospital down. They closed down because it was old.
Was it called St. Luke's?
Yep.
That's the one I was born at.
Yeah, that one, that St. Louis, that's the one on Washington, way on the
Wow.
other end. It closed down because it was outdated and they didn't want to bring it up to standard. So they shut it down.
What?
Jobs are not, there is no job in this world that is secure.
Okay, yeah.
You got to understand, there's no jobs that's secure in this world because they can shut down. Well, the only job that's always going to be around is when you die. There's somewhere they can put you. Funeral
Oh,
homes.
yeah.
Those will never go away.
Never
But
thought
any
about
other
that.
job, that's it. The party over with.
Man.
Yeah. There's no secure job.
What is the best thing that's ever happened to you? That could be multiple things, but you
Okay.
could just choose one.
That thing that happened to me, back in those days when I was younger, went to service, married Stephanie, had my 3 kids, and they had all their grandkids. Love them to death.
That's a lot of
Those are the best
That's a whole
things.
lot of them.
Yeah. I think it's about 10 of them. I got 10 grandkids, and my legacy will go on.
Period.
And yeah, period. And then my second one was, well, I've been married 3 times, and my third one is with Yolanda, and that was a blessing because she has
Period.
let me know how things could be and how things can get better. So but all my first wife, and then I don't know about my second wife. She was all right, but there's no improvement going to be going there. And when I married Yolanda, that's where things gets better and better and better.
Period.
Yeah, like I say, in life, no matter what's going on, there's always going to be problems. You're going to have things going on, but as long as you love a person, you will overcome all that.
Mm-hmm.
You could overcome it. You would if you really love somebody. Okay.
Okay, and last, it's not a question, it's just for you. What do you have to say to my future children if you have anything to say to your grandkids?
All right.
They're going to be great grandkids.
Yeah, great grandkid. I'm just saying, all my people, all my kids, grandkids, I just want y'all to take a hold of life. Always look forward. Never try not to think of all the negative things that could happen, but all the positive things you can do. Don't let nobody tell you something that you can't do. You got your own mind and your own ways. Live your life. Always think of things that's going to be better for you, and later on in life, your husband or whatever, and your kids. Always remember, you need to be responsible for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So I love y'all to death, and just do what you got to do. Do it the right way, though.
Yes.
That's right. That's it. Be better than me. Get your house early.
Oh, excellent. That was excellent.
All right.
That was excellent. Well, thank y'all thank y'all for watching these monkeys.
All right. You gonna blow this up, and you gonna tell all over the world.
I'm gonna post it on my YouTube channel.
Okay. Oh yeah, my name is Kenneth Davis.
Yeah.
And I sing in talent shows.
He really do.
I really do.
He really do. He's singing in talent shows. This is one of the most unshy people that I know. My grandpa is not a shy person. He will go and he will do it if he wants to do it. Just know that.
That's why I say do what you gotta do. Don't be ashamed. Hold nothing back.
But yes, thank y'all for watching.
All right.
Once again,
See
it's
you.
your girl Tajay. See y'all later. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, share the video, do all that good stuff. And shout out Pawpaw. Thank you.
Yeah, they may.